Hello everyone, I'm doing another recipe video, but this time instead of doing a voiceover and speed up the process, I'm just gonna talk while I do it, and then you let me know at the end which kind of videos do you prefer. These ones with step-by-step me cooking along with you, more like in a real-time situation, or if you prefer the speed up process with voiceover it. The recipe we're gonna be doing today is teriyaki tofu. I saw this on a YouTube channel and I'm gonna leave the link down there for this recipe. I've never tried it, so I have no clue if it's any good or not. I wrote it here, I have my ingredients and the step-by-step. It seems pretty much straightforward, so we're just gonna dig in and start cooking. I need to make a marinade and a sauce, so that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. I'm gonna start by doing the marinade. Also, I think that if I'm standing up, you're not gonna be able to see my face. Hold on. I've changed for wide lenses, so the quality is not gonna be as good, but I think now you're gonna be able to see my face while I do all this. So let's get the marinade ready. I'm gonna make it in a bowl, and the ingredients are 1 garlic clove. I'm gonna use a really big one because I love garlic. I wrote under the marinade the ingredients for like the general stuff instead of the marinade, so now I have the correct ingredients for the marinade. So let's go back. So I'm gonna need 1 garlic clove, a small piece of ginger, we chop up a bit of this, soy sauce, sesame oil, and rice vinegar. Okay, so for the marinade it's these things. So let's get it done. It says a small piece of ginger, but like that's very general. I'm just gonna roll with that. Peeling the garlic, best way you know, smash it. And now we're gonna mince the garlic. Into the bowl it goes. Now for the ginger, the best way of peeling ginger is with a teaspoon. So all you have to do is just scrap the peel with a spoon and it comes right off. I'm gonna use the smaller side of the grape. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. By the way, do you see these things that come sometimes in the bottles of oil, sometimes in the milk as well? Juices, you should cut the ring. This is non-recyclable, but if you cut this ring, it reduces the chances of it getting stuck on the breathways of some animals in the ocean. So 1 tablespoon of this. There we go. And 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. And that's the marinade. Now for the tofu, the recipe asks for 500 grams. However, my big box is 450, so I'm missing 50 grams, but it's not a big deal. And this tofu branch, it comes already pressed, so you don't need to press it or anything. I'm just gonna cut it. It comes with some liquid. I'm just gonna cut it and let the liquid out. I'm gonna cut it in squares. Mine comes in a huge chunk. There is already a square. So I'm just gonna try and slice it. Okay, now I think I'm gonna make it smaller pieces. The recipe, the video, they were using it like this, but I'm gonna make it smaller pieces because I also think that's gonna make it easier to cook with. But I might be wrong. This is just me, you know, guessing. I'm just cutting the squares in rectangles. Okay, and now we're gonna dump the tofu in. On the video they did it in a plastic bag, which probably does make it easier, but it's not as environmentally friendly as using a bowl. So I'm gonna try and use the bowl. Well, you know what? The bowl is not gonna work, so I'm just gonna put the tofu here on the board. Just gonna, you know, dump the marinade on it and hope for the best. I'm gonna put it back on the bowl all together. I'm just gonna make sure that all the pieces have some marinade on them. Okay, cool. Now let's leave that there. But to me, Alright, now I'm gonna let these do its thing for a minute and I'm gonna start some white rice going. Just gonna make it really simply. I'm gonna put some olive oil in the pot. So the way I do rice, I do 1 portion of rice and 2 of water. So I use half a mug of rice. I'm gonna use an entire mug of water. And I'm using basmati rice. I'm gonna put some onion granules. Also, I don't wash my rice. I never did. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I don't. Okay, in goes the water. I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt on top, and I don't mix the salt in, only once the rice is done. Put the lid on, set the stove flame, gas, heat to minimum, and it takes around 10 minutes. Set a timer for 10 minutes.
Alright, 10 minutes. Starting now.
Now I'm gonna make the sauce. So in another bowl, I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. 2 tablespoons of mirin. I don't know what this is. It was on the recipe. I looked for it online and I found it. I literally don't know what it is. And 2 tablespoons of water. Now I'm gonna add the corn flour in here. I think you're supposed to add it to the tofu, but I cannot really mix that. So I'm gonna add it here. And when I put it on top, it's still gonna work. Who knows? Letting go, feel the sound, giving up, I'm falling down. Now I'm gonna use a frying pan to fry the tofu with olive oil, and the recipe said be generous with the olive oil, so that's like double the amount I would usually put. And what else do I need to prepare? Sesame seeds. I'm gonna put them here so I don't forget. This is to go on top of the tofu. I'm done with all of this. Spring onions as well. These are the saddest looking spring onions. I'm gonna turn on the fan, so you're probably not gonna be able to hear me. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the tofu there, give it a few minutes, then keep rotating it until it looks done-ish, and then I'm gonna pour the sauce on top. That because it has corn flour, is gonna make everything thick, and then that's it. So let's go. I'm gonna accelerate this and cut the sound because it's gonna be very noisy in here. Trust in me, letting go, feel the sound, giving up, I'm falling down, climbing up, wait for me, getting there. So I've learned a couple of things. The first step is you need to put the corn flour on the tofu and not on the sauce, because then it just clunks up like it did, and it's messy, and probably if you put it on the tofu itself, maybe it doesn't happen. I don't know, maybe it does, I don't know. This is just my theory. So it clunked up, I just threw those clumps in the bin, whatever. Now the rice is ready. Meanwhile, this is the final result. It looks good. Now I'm gonna take a picture before I try it, and then I'm gonna try it. Let's try it then. I'm scared. I'm scared. Do I need a knife for this? Maybe I need a knife. I'm gonna try the tofu just by itself. Wish me luck. It's not bad. Not bad. It doesn't taste like much. It's probably because the sauce ended up in the bin because it clogged up and I threw it away. But it tastes good. It just doesn't taste like much. It's not very intense. I'll definitely be doing this again. And next time I'll do it with the corn flour on the tofu. And for that, I think it's actually easier to do it in a plastic bag like she did in the video. It's not very environmentally friendly, but it's probably the best way because she just threw the tofu and the marinade and then the corn flour in the plastic bag, and then you can like rub it and make sure everything gets everywhere. So that's probably the best way of doing it. Anyway, I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my dinner, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!